girls and boys and assembled company. Welcome to the World Storytelling Cup, and it is Tuesday, so it is our Young Tellers evening, our international Young Tellers evening. In fact, tonight it is so international that we have just one international teller. It's international teller singular, but it is the magnificent Kenza, who is about to introduce herself and tell us where she's from, the story she's going to tell, and then roll into the story. Please start.
Unmute, please.
You're muted, Kenza.
Okay, I'm here. So, hi everyone, I'm Kenza and I'm 15 years old and I live in a small village, Calezia, near Florence. And my parents are from Morocco, but I was born in Italy. and I decided to enter the Story Cafe because I meet the teacher Manuela, a very sweet and kind person, and she asked me to be part of it, and I thank her. And today I'm decided to tell my story. My story is about two characters, the scorpion and the frog. So can I start it or?
Start your story.
Okay, thanks. So it all starts on a rainy day. A scorpion had to cross a river, but not knowing how to swim. He asked for help from a frog that was near. So, in a persuasive voice, he said to her, "Please, let me get on your back and take me to the other side. Please." The frog said, "No, if I were crazy, you could sting me and kill me. No, I don't want you to take back. So, and for what a reason should I help you?" So the scorpion say, "If I sting you, you will die, and I, not knowing how to swim, will drown." The frog thought for a moment, and convinced loaded him on his back, and together they entered the water. Halfway through, the frog felt an intense pain coming from the back. Ouch! And realized that it had been stung by the scorpion. As both were about to die, the frog asked the reason for the gesture that the scorpion had made. And the scorpion replied, "Oh, mi dispiace, I'm sorry, because I'm a scorpion, it is my nature." He cannot help himself when the little voice inside tells him that he's an animal and that sting others, but it is very nature. And I think the moral is the power of instinct is inversely the power of reason. This story was told to me by my professor of human science, and I decided to tell it to you as it demonstrated how nature can have more power over an animal and a man, and that behind the facts there is always an explanation. Thanks.
Thank you.
You.
Th-
Brilliant. Few Native Americans might have listened to that story before the first Thanksgiving, but then that's something else.
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, that was brilliant and beautifully told. Beautifully
Yes.
told. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
I love the simplicity of that. I mean, there's several versions of that story, and rocks and all sorts of things, and snakes, but sometimes in the story, the perpetrator is put back in the hole that it escaped out of. But there was no going back when you've been stung by a scorpion when you're crossing a lake.
Yes.
No, it's great. Baba C,
Thanks.
have you
Yes.
got anything to
Yes.
say? Of course you've got something to say.
First of all, Kenza, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks.
And I like your version of the story. By the way, did you know that the smaller the scorpion, the more poisonous the sting?
So
The big scorpions, they may make you sick, but they won't kill you. But the small ones, that's it. You know.
yes,
But I like the way you told the story. Thank you very much.
thank you.
And don't
I'm
be a stranger.
excited. I'm excited because I received this comment from a famous person. So thank you, and I'm enjoyed in this World Storytelling Cafe.
Yeah, we're sorry you're by yourself. Yeah, we're sorry you're a solo artist today, but it's there's usually at least 2 or 3 people. I think it's just the time of year it is. Manuela, have you got you're glowing with pride?
As she should.
Of course. Yes, I'm very proud of Kenza, who accepted my invitation. I met Kenza at an award ceremony because she had just passed her Trinity College London exam. And yeah, and I was we started chatting, and she was talking to me about her origins from Morocco. So I started talking about the cafe, and that's how we got to know each other. And hopefully this is the first of many more stories from you, Kenza. And you've been very brave, because it's not easy to tell a story and represent the world your first time. But as John said, there are other students from around the world that join on a Tuesday night at this
And sometimes on a Tuesday night we have a camera up in the cafe, and so you'll see Moroccan young men and women
from Marrakesh.
From Marrakesh. So whereabouts in Morocco were your parents from?
My parents from Casablanca, and my mom is come from Casablanca, but my dad is from Marrakesh. Then
He's a Moroccan.
yeah, in Marrakesh, yeah, Marrakesh. Yeah, he's living in Adaudiet, near in Marrakesh.
Oh,
I don't know how you know, but here.
John knows Marrakesh very well.
I only know the Medina well. And
every summer I come to Morocco and visit Marrakesh. I go to Jami' Al Fna and in a house of my parents. And at Daudia, it is a very important for me. It's important for me Morocco and the other city, and I go I go to Casablanca, so I fascinated to come and enjoy this storytelling cafe.
I haven't been to Casablanca since '68, but
I'll be going through Casablanca.
Marrakesh. Next time you're in Marrakesh, you must come to the Storytelling Cafe.
Yes.
And tell a story in the cafe.
Yeah.
Okay. Waleed or Kamal. Waleed, are you listening?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm coming and I tell my story.
Yeah, you'll be welcome.
Ali, I think, is it Ali who answered? He's answered yes.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, whoever did. Yeah, I think Waleed's there and Kamal. But they'll probably serve. It's quite busy at the moment, so they may be serving. But you will come and visit us again, won't you?
Yes,
every Tuesday. Every
Tuesday, yes. If I come this year in the summer, I want to come to this storytelling cafe and I enjoy.
But come and in a few Tuesdays' time. That would be Tuesday. Let me look at my my book of my words here. On Tuesday,
John, you call yours a diary, right?
Yeah.
We call it a journal.
Yeah, I know.
You
Yeah,
call
or
it what, Babasi? Agenda.
A journal.
Agenda.
Ah, journal.
yeah. So on Tuesday, the 14th of February,
Mhm.
we'll be doing. It'll be a virtual performance, the same, or a mixed virtual and thing, but it will be part of the storytelling festival. So
Okay.
if you come on the 14th of February, it's about a month's time, or just over a month, you will be part of the Marrakesh International Storytelling Festival.
Ah, okay.
So-
I come I come with another story. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah.
your challenge is to have us a new story every week.
Okay. Every week. 14 February. Yes.
Well, no, yeah, well, we're on every week before that, but the important one is the 14th of February.
Ah, okay. I'm not. It's not a problem.
If you
Yeah.
come every week, Kenza,
Every
Yeah.
week.
every week, and you become more familiar with the cafe, then on the 14th, when there is the festival, and you go live in Marrakesh,
Uh-huh.
you will be able to hear stories live from Marrakesh as well.
Ah, okay. It is a great idea. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I want to come. I want to enjoy the in a Zoom and see the other person tell a story
Yes,
for
yeah.
me.
well, and this Sunday, we have our worldwide story round, which will be lots of people. It's not just, I mean, you can be any age. You can come and tell a story, tell the same story if you like, because, but Sunday at 7 o'clock UK time. So what's the difference in time between Italy and
1 hour.
1
John.
hour?
We're ahead. 1
So
hour.
7 o'clock here is 8 o'clock there.
It's dinner time. That's the problem with them.
Yeah, well, just cut off your cut off your video while you're taking a mouthful, and then put it on the
See,
We
it's
should all
dinner
be on a
time.
diet now anyway, after Christmas. We're all on a diet.
yeah. So,
I'm
but
on a
there
sea-
is this
I'm on a
Sunday
seafood
is
diet.
our worldwide story round, which has storytellers from all over the world come on. It's hosted by Mike Rust. We usually get a good crowd, don't we, Manuela?
Yeah, that's a good one as well. But it's Sunday, not Saturday. Have you changed
Sunday,
it?
yeah, Sunday. I said Sunday.
Sunday.
Mind you, how I'm speaking at the moment with this nose, I'm not sure I can understand myself, let alone people listening to me in a second language.
Sunday at 8 p.m. We'll see
Yeah.
what we can do. We'll see what we can do, eh?
See,
Yeah,
it's dinner
that'd be
time
good.
on
It'd
your
be good
side
if
of
you
the
came on
world.
that, Kenza.
but
You'll
I'll
make
be
friends
having
all
a
around
late
the world.
Okay.
What
And,
time is it at your end of the world, Babasi?
If it's 7 o'clock UK time, it is 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, no, 2 o'clock my time. So
Yeah.
it's 2 p.m.
PM.
Right.
Just after lunch.
Just after lunch. Yes.
Yes.
Unless you're in the South, then it's supper time. Because you don't have in the South, I'm sorry, it's dinner time in the South. And then later on in the evening, you have supper. Supper being the big meal of the day.
yeah, I'm going down south next week.
Mhm.
Are you?
Down south in the States,
Yeah.
Wow.
Texas.
Well, I'm going to Texas.
Texas.
Well, yeah, that's south.
That's south. Yeah.
Southwest, but that's south. Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
give me a
going
holler.
to-
Give me a holler on WhatsApp.
Yeah. So I'm going to East Texas, first of all, which some people don't consider Texas. Some people consider East Texas part of Louisiana. But it depends where you are in Texas, whether you allow south of Houston to be part of Texas. And then I'm
My
going
dad lived there for a
I'm
while.
going
Oh,
across
yes.
to the hill country, to
Mm.
San Antonio, and
You should-
one of my favorite places in the world, which is a tiny little place with a wooden dance hall and a post office. That's all it is, but it's been made famous by a song, and the place is called Luckenbach, Texas. And there's a country song that said, "I'm going back to Luckenbach, Texas." So it's a song about someone living in the city but wants to go back somewhere. And I'd heard this forever, and then you get there and it says Luckenbach, population 69. and
Whoa.
that includes the chickens.
That's small, 69.
My father's hometown was so small. He used to say, "You're now entering and you're now leaving." Clifton Forge was on the same billboard.
Yeah. Yeah,
And how
there's
many inhabitants, Kenza, are there in Stia? Because the town where Kenza lives in Italy is also
I-
very small.
I think 10,000.
Not
Yes,
as small as,
not yeah.
in
well,
10,000 in Texas, 10,000 is a city.
yeah.
But it's a village, so I think it's correct called village because there is a lot of old persons, so it's not every year there is a pregnant or a new
Right.
baby, but there is an old person, so it's diminuted.
Diminishing population.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's come to
What you need is a storytelling festival to revive it.
can you repeat, please?
I said, what you need is a storytelling festival to revive the town.
In Stia, we can organize a storytelling festival.
Okay. As I think his mean I repeated this story in.
Invite people from Stia.
No,
story.
there isn't a people he think he enjoyed in this story cafe because a lot of person today doesn't enjoy this moment because everyone is on the phone or are out at the party or anyway. So
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I
yes,
know.
and the language English he speak at school. So
Yeah.
at school, stopping.
Yeah, well, you don't want to do schoolwork at home.
Yes, at home I don't. He don't mean anything in English. So at school I learn English. So stop it. Not me. I learn English at home in my free time. So it is my hobby. Then but my friends doesn't like this is
I
type.
don't like English.
project.
Oh, we'll have to change that. We'll have to do something about
Well, no, you need Manuela there.
Don't
But,
feel bad. I'm in the United States and there are people who don't like English. Yes, John, I know we speak American.
two nations divided by a common language.
Yes.
Not only two, I don't think.
And talking about being on opposite sides, you happen to be wearing red today and I happen to be wearing blue.
Mm-hmm.
They're opposites.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But it's actually the revert. Well, there's an irony in that political side because blue
Yes.
is because anyway. What I was going to say was if the two old men could stop nattering, in your village, there's old people who have stories from when they were very young, folk tales that were just around that village. And when they go, the stories will be gone. So I think even if you just go around with a phone with a recording device on, just say, and what stories did you listen to when you were very little?
So my mom told me a lot of story originally from Morocco, a lot of famous story from Morocco, and in Italy I don't listen a lot of story. Tell me. Yeah, there is a story, but not. But it's very famous. For example, the Three Pig, or a girl with a hood red. I don't.
Red Riding Hood.
With a riding hood. So this is a story. Or Pinocchio. There is a very story. Then
Well,
it's famous.
I suppose they were all stories that were around because of Walt Disney when I was young.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So,
and
so we'd love to hear some of your mother's stories.
yeah, my mother's story tell me about he is when she is very young. Her mother and her sister tell him a story about it is a horror story, but a story then I miss the word. Um,
In Italian?
one
Say-
minute. No, the story name.
Ah,
Uh, one moment, I ask my dad. Yes, I remember. Heina. It is a girl with a long hair and the monster, and I like it. Then every night I asked my mom, please tell me this is story. And when I in the summer, my other aunties and my uncle tell me this story. His name is Heina, and he's very famous in Morocco. And
so next Tuesday, Kenza,
mhm,
you can come and tell us Hena.
okay. Okay,
And
and it is a beautiful story because in the 2020 in a TV of Morocco, she acted a new series of this story, Heina, and I like it a lot. Then I watch it, and then I'm okay. I want next Tuesday tell
oh,
everyone.
be great. And ask your dad or mum if they know any Juha stories. Juha is a trickster. Juha is like the Mullah Nasruddin, but the Moroccan version. And but there are hundreds of Juha stories in Morocco.
Yes, there is
I
a lot
just
of
like them. There's sort of like but anyway, we look forward to hearing Hannah's story next week or when you're next on. Meanwhile, I think it's getting near that time where I sort of give up on anyone else joining us. So
We'll have
I'm-
better luck next week.
yeah,
Isn't it interesting how sometimes we have one storyteller and other times we have more storytellers than we can count? Because I remember one time between the kids from Gaza and India and Nigeria, and it was one other place. I don't know what happened to the Americans that were coming in. I like to find them again and get them back. And I'm working on, I have a young apprentice who he's beginning to tell stories on his own, and he just bought himself a djembe, which is a type of drum. It's a small, he told me he got a mini djembe. So I'm going to talk with his mom and see if, and to get him to come on. But he'll be telling stories in reverse because he's become an interactive storyteller. And so being on Zoom would be a new experience for him. So I want to get him to come on. I think he would be very interesting. And I think you'll notice that who he takes after, you know.
He's got
But
your
we're-
footprint.
Yeah, he well, this is not about me, but I'm just bragging about him. But yeah, this summer that just passed. Oh, now it's last year. We're now, I can officially say last year, last summer.
yeah, it's great, isn't it? We can now talk about last year's festival. It got very confusing.
Yes, I know it. But now we can call it last year's festival, and we're talking about this year's festival coming up, and I'm so excited about it. You know.
Okay, and I've just heard from David Thompson that he's actually got booked his plane ticket, so he's arriving in Roston for the festival. Which
Is that
great.
Texas? Is that
Texas.
Texas, David? Okay,
Texas, David.
my cousin.
Yeah.
We call each other
Okay, well,
cousins.
Kenza, we won't let you listen to old people rabbit on anymore or talk continuously. It's been a pleasure to have you on. It has been fantastic. Now, what have we got coming up? On Friday at 6 p.m. UK time, which would be 7 p.m. Italian time, we have Despina from Greece.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. She's really good as a teller. And then on Sunday, we have our Worldwide Story Round at 7. And then next Tuesday, again at 5, we have our new star, Kenza, together with other members of the young international storytelling community.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. And thank you, Manuela, for introducing
Thank you.
Kenza to us.
Thank you.
And thank you for turning up. And thank you, Babasi, for being a continuous supporter of this venture. And thank you, Waleed, or whoever is in the cafe, for driving the magic carpet tonight. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good afternoon,
Bye.
everyone.
Even if you're
Bye.
in Washington. Oh, let me leave.
Ujima.
Kenza, you might
Yes.
consider talking to some of the older people in your community, and with a recorder, write down 5 questions to ask them, and then record that, and to ask them if they could tell you a story from their childhood, and you'd be fascinated. You should always have at least one older person in your circle that you can trust and confide and talk with, because you'd be surprised how much you learn. I'm not saying this because I'm an older person. But see, and from my side, I always try to make sure, no, I don't try, I do. I make sure I have younger people in my circle, because you're never too old to learn.
Yes, I don't in Italy. I don't have a lot of person I know older. It's I don't mean anything, but my grandma and my grandparents are every in Morocco, and then they tell me about a story, but I don't remember a lot of. So I use my mom and my dad for tell me this story, and
And that's a good source. That's a good source. And maybe they have friends who will be willing to be interviewed. But that's a good
Yes.
source. I'm just encouraging you to talk with people who are older than you,
Yeah.
because you can learn a lot,
Mhm.
and they can learn a lot. Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
I guess go ahead.
I think the person is older, have new resources and a lot of considers they that use in the life, and you can learn a lot of this person. So I like it. Talking with a person that older than me, and it's have a lot of ideas, or have learned to take to learn me. So yeah, I
Wait a minute. Happy New Year, Baba C. Kamal Selmi. Oh, well, Happy New Year to Kamal and to Waleed. They're the people, when we say fly the magic carpet, we're talking about the people that make sure that this happens. Okay, so they're flying the magic carpet. Thank you very much, guys. And I guess we should let you go, because we know you have other things to do today. But thank you very,
Bye.
very much. And
Thank you.
Manuela says thank you and Happy New Year's as well. And Kenza, our newest star, says Happy New Year's and thanks and all that kind of good. Why am I
thanks.
telling you? You guys can hear all this on your side anyhow. All right.
Thank you, Baba C.
Oh,
Bye
it's my
bye.
pleasure. All right, everyone take care. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Waleed. C out. He likes me to sign off that way. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thanks.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You too. Bye.
Catch you guys later.